Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be a pickup video, and I'm going to be showing you the games and such that I've gotten over the last couple of months. There's quite a bit here, but it's a lot from this last trip when I was down dog sitting, but then also a few other items that have come in since, and actually a couple of items aren't even going to make this video because they're elsewhere already displayed or something like that, but I figured I'd just make it a big one and just go through all the stuff that I've accumulated in the last couple of months. I'm not going to waste any more time. Here we go. We have a stack of, let's see, 10 Xbox 360 games here. Nothing crazy. I actually have 2 copies of this Connect Nike training. I only meant to get one, but apparently I have 2. I also got this other one that's based on fitness workouts created from Men Health and Women's Health, this Your Shape Fitness Evolved. I got a couple of these Connect things, and I got fitness stuff because, you know, I am a runner and I do want to like stay fit, but I got a couple of Connect games and stuff because I recently got an Xbox 360 Connect sensor from a friend of mine, and yes, the first time I've ever owned a Connect is now in 2021, so it's kind of funny. And also just, you know, I mean, these are all like super cheap, like less than $1 in some cases. Got the Connect Adventures, and then also got this Fighters Uncaged, so that could be kind of fun. You know, again, I probably won't use these things a lot, but it's cool to have. A few others that I got for the 360 is I'm a big fan of, was a big fan of Roy Halladay, the baseball pitcher. When he started out with the Blue Jays, it was just unreal. So Major League Baseball 2K11. Got Guitar Hero World Tour, since now I have some Guitar Hero stuff. Oh, and here's another Connect one, the Connect Sports Season 2. So that can go with that. And then I pick up sports games when I see them and stuff too, so FIFA 09, you know, cheap, but Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, grabbed that as well. And that's it for Xbox 360 stuff. I actually really like sports games, so I love it because I can get them for like $1 a piece most times. I only have a couple of Wii games. I picked up Driver San Francisco. I'm a fan of the Driver series. Since the first one on PS1, and then I got Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. So, or at the Olympic Games, not the Winter Olympic Games, but in any case, a couple of Wii titles there. Again, those were only like $1 or $2 a piece. Got a stack of OG Xbox, regular Xbox stuff. Max Payne 2. I love the Max Payne series. They were one of the first sort of this genre of game that I'd ever played, with the original one on the first PlayStation, I believe it was. A couple of sports games here. I've got a baseball game. It will be 2K6, NFL 2K5, yeah, ESPN NFL 2K5. Got this NFL Fever 2002. I don't know if it's any good, but again, I actually really like sports games, and surprisingly, I really like football games. I'm not actually a big football fan. I can't stand to watch it on TV, but here we go. Picked up Tie 3, the Tasmanian Tiger. Never played any of the Tie games, but they're apparently good platformers. Got a stack of Star Wars games here. Star Wars Clone Wars. We got Star Wars Obi-Wan, Star Wars Jedi Outcast, and Jedi Starfighter. It's really good to get those. Another Driver game, Parallel Lines for Xbox. Again, big fan of the Driver series. Ninja Gaiden, not sure how you would pronounce it, but it was not this price. Enclave or Enclave, this is a great action RPG. And then Burnout 2 Point of Impact Director's Cut. Like racing games, not a huge fan of the Burnout series, like the arcade type stuff. I actually do like simulation style stuff like Gran Turismo and stuff more, but that's okay. Oh, also picked up Tiger Woods 2003 for the GameCube. That's the only GameCube title in this entire stack because GameCube titles are expensive. 3 more PS2 ones that were in a different pile because I got them elsewhere was this RPG Maker 2. Man, RPG Maker for regular PlayStation is intense. There's, man, I've seen some people play some games they've made. It's incredible. Anyway, Champions Return to Arms, great like hack and slash sort of action RPG. And one that I'm super pumped to play, and it's going on the backlog of RPGs to play, is Dragon Quest VIII. So this is the one that would normally come with a demo disc for Final Fantasy XII. It did not include that, but it is complete with the manual. So I'm good. Okay, more PS2 games here. Again, these are all just like discount clearance titles that I got for like, I think the most I paid for any of these was maybe $3. Warriors of Might and Magic, Reckless, the Yakuza missions, Hidden Invasion. I don't know if it's any good, but it looked kind of cool. Jet Li Rise to Honor. I actually used to own this way back in the day. It's just a fun beat 'em up kind of game. We've got Alone in the Dark. Got this Siphon Filter, the Omega strain, but it's the one with like the cardboard sleeve. So I like that. I like having that sleeve there. That's really cool. And I like the Siphon Filter games. I like that kind of stealthy game. Some of the Siphon Filter games were some of the first that I played on the original PS2 as well. Got NBA Ballers, which is just a fun, you know, arcade style kind of NBA Jam-ish type thing. And then Enthusia Professional Racing. And I've never heard of this one before, but it's supposed to be a really good simulation style racer, and a friend of mine gave that to me. So that was pretty cool. A couple more here. Star Wars, Clone Wars, Republic Heroes. And then this one I was really pumped on, Star Trek Shattered Universe. I'm a big fan of the Star Trek franchise as well. Onimusha Warlord, or Warlords. I don't know if that's the first game or what, but I've never played any of the Onimusha games before. I look forward to this one as well, Rally Fusion. I love a good racing game, I love a good rally game. Ford Racing 3. And this one I picked up. This one was actually like $5, and I have every intent on selling it on eBay and, you know, making a few dollars off of it. But I saw it for pretty cheap, and actually a friend of mine might buy it from me for like $20. But these Leisure Suit Larry games are absolutely ridiculous, and apparently worth a few dollars. So I'm gonna flip that one. And then one of my favorite games of all time, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for PS2 as well. Again, that's not the price I paid. I think I got this, this one was actually probably about $5 as well, because I bought it from a friend of mine. And okay, where else do I go? You know what, I'll just stick with the disc games for a second. I was in a place that is just kind of on the side of the highway. Went in with the same buddy who sold me Dark Alliance there. And he bought a couple things, and there's this guy, he's in some of the same Facebook auction groups as me, and he just does some buying and selling basically just for the fun of it, and also just to build his own collection, kind of like I'm doing. And he had this stack of PlayStation 2 demo discs. I mean, there's I think 19 of them here, and he gave them all to me for $10 because he'd just been sitting on them for a long time. I just want these in my collection. I mean, I could sell them for each about like $10, but I just wanted them in my collection, so I was like, $10, damn right. I will add those to my collection. And then speaking of demo discs, I went into another thrift store that I grabbed some other things I'll talk about in a second, and got a ton of Xbox and Xbox 360 demos as well. And so some of these are, you know, $8, $9, $10 a piece, but got them all for $1 each, and again, I'm just going to display them. I just love it. I love having demo discs. I just think they're so cool, so unique. You know, they either come out like from a, you know, a gaming magazine, or in this case here, you know, direct from Xbox. But like, I don't know. There's something really cool about it. So I really like that. Let's see here. Let me go back a little bit more old school here. Grabbed a couple of regular Nintendo games. Got Blades of Steel, and I got Mickey Mousecapade. So just recently picked up a regular NES here in the spring, I think it was. And I've just slowly grabbed a couple games here or there. And you know what? Not all of the games that I've gotten and stuff in the last couple of months have made it into this video probably. But a lot of this, I don't really remember the time frame. It's just been a crazy summer and into the beginning of fall that honestly, I don't even know what day it is half the time. So, but here's one that I was really excited to get into my collection. One of my favorite RPGs of all time, Secret of Evermore for the Super Nintendo. And, oh man, so happy. What a great game. I remember playing through it probably about 20 times. I would rent it from the local video game store and like movie store, and I would just usually be able to pick up on my same save file because, you know, I lived in a small community and not a lot of other people, I think, really rented this game. Actually, me and my friend Jeremy would each rent it, and sometimes both of our save files out of 3 possible save files would just still be there. And you know, it was just, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. A buddy of mine gave me this this PS2 controller. It's an aftermarket PS2 controller, and it lights up, but unfortunately the start and select buttons don't work. That may not be a problem for a lot of games, but it's a Hulk controller, which I think is just really cool. So I'm just going to keep it even just for display. I think it's awesome. Him and his buddy tried everything to like get the start and select buttons to work. There's probably, yeah, it's probably going to be a pain. Like, it would probably be a pain for a lot of games, like if you're ever in a situation where you need to like pause the game or something. But then I can also think of probably quite a few where you don't need to hit the start button for anything. So anyway, it's cool for the collection, and you know, even as a display piece. Okay, so some more older items here that I got was in the same thrift store that I bought the Xbox demo discs. I got 4 Sega Genesis games. So they're all sports games and they were cheap, but they're complete. Got Tony La Russa baseball, got Troy Aikman football, NFL quarterback club, and Roger Clemens MVP baseball. And, you know, again, I love sports games. I love these old retro sports titles. They just, they remind me of being a kid so much. Like, you know, NHL 94, that's like classic. But speaking of a little bit newer stuff, now when I say newer stuff, you guys, you gotta remember, my newest console is a Switch, which is what, 2016? But we only got it a couple years ago. And then prior to that, my newest console is an Xbox 360. Okay, never got the Xbox One, never got a PS3, never got a PS4, and of course don't have any of the newest stuff. So I don't have a PS3 yet, but I have started to grab a few PS3 games when I see them. Normally you see sports titles easy enough, so I was in one of my local thrift shops lately and found FIFA 10 through 13, so I grabbed them for $1 a piece. And then I was in the pawn shop recently and found just a few titles like Resistance 2, Dark Sector, Uncharted 2, which, I mean, obviously is one of the greatest games, Batman Arkham Origins, great game. I actually have the guide as well for that, and then Killzone 3. So, you know, just a few like titles. I haven't played any of those except for I did play Far Cry a little bit at a friend's place or something that I vaguely remember, but honestly, even if they're not great games, they were like $2 titles. And speaking of $2 titles, I was able to grab a bunch of PS4 games as well. I went into another thrift store in my old town that had been closed for a long time due to the pandemic and had just recently reopened, and I was able to grab 7 sports games for $2 a piece. So I got FIFA 16, Madden 16 and 17. I got that Rory McIlroy PGA Tour Golf. I love golf games, And this one, you know, up until recently, like it seems to be selling now on eBay for like 30 or 40 bucks, but it seemed like it was hard to come by. I don't know if it's any good or not, but like the pawn shop, for example, has it, I think, for $60. It's been selling for 50 to 60 on eBay, so I don't know what the deal is, but I'm excited to someday try it when I actually get a PS4. Then I also got NBA Live 16. I like the NBA Live series. And then NBA 2K16 and 17 as well. So for $2 titles, I'll take it. And let's see, I think that's pretty much it, except, oh wait, I did get one original PlayStation game. Again, this was only $1 as well. It's Die Hard Trilogy 2, the second Die Hard Trilogy game. I have not played these. I don't know if they're any good or not. I have a modded PS1 with you know, a ton of games downloaded and probably a couple hundred burned off, so I don't need hard copies of PS1 games, but you just don't see them a lot for, like, you know, only $1 or $2. So when I see them for that, I'm gonna pick them up, even if there's something that I already have burned and whatnot. Another great deal that I recently got on a trade was the Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP. So this is the one with the backlight. So it's the model 101. And you know what? I've never really, like, when I was a kid, I had a regular Game Boy, but I've never been into like mobile or like handheld consoles at all. I know the Switch is kind of a mobile, like, handheld, but like I barely even use it for that. Because I mostly play it docked and as an actual console. But I got this Game Boy Advance SP and 5 games. One of the games is Legend. It's actually a Game Boy Color game. Yeah, Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons, which you can see an original sticker on there is $59.99 in just February of this year. So I mean, this is a pricey game, but I got this whole bit. So I mean, these SPs are usually selling for like $150 Canadian now on eBay. That game's like a $50-$60 title, and there's 4 other like cheap titles with it. But I got them all for the equivalent of a I'm just screwing up things on my laptop here, bear with me. Yeah, I got them all for the equivalent of a $100 trade. So I traded in one of the RPGs that I actually had a second copy of for PS2 that I found dirt cheap. I got it for like 30 bucks and then just traded it in because it's actually worth like 100, and traded it for the SP and that. So I'm actually going to sell those games though, because I'm going to get an Easy Flash Omega, which is like, it's a cart that you can put in there, but you preload it with your SD games, or there's an SD card and you preload it with your ROMs for, it plays Nintendo, it plays Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. And I think you can add other stuff to it as well, but I'm essentially going to have the entire library for all the Game Boy stuff, including Advance, and I can have every single Nintendo game on there as well, original Nintendo game on there as well. So, really great trade value for me there. And, let's see. I think that might be about it for this video. We're approaching 20 minutes, so I'm just going to call it there. You know, just a variety of consoles, a variety of game styles and genres. I like so many different types of games, but, I mean, you know, really big on RPGs, of course, but they can be huge time sinks. So sometimes it's fun just to pop in and play some random sports game from 1993. So I like doing that as well. But anyway, all right, that's my pickups for the last couple months-ish. There's some that didn't make this video and some I'm probably forgetting about altogether. But that's it for now, and that's it for this video. So thanks very much for watching. What is the console that you are collecting for the most recently, or if there's one that you're specifically trying to collect for? And let me know some of your recent pickups in the comments below. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.